Hi, this is Amrita here from BizAsia's, and I have the privilege to talk to an actor who swept pretty much all the awards last year for his film Heather, which happens to celebrate its first anniversary today. It's none other than Shahid Kapoor. Hi, Shahid.
Hello, and thank you for the very kind introduction.
No problem. So today we're talking about your forthcoming film Shaandaar, which is due for release on the 22nd of October. How do you feel now that it's coming up to release?
I'm feeling really good. I mean, I'm in a happy space. Last year was really good. Got a lot of love for Heather, which is an experimental film, and we really didn't expect it to be, loved the way that it was. So it was a really nice year. It felt really good. And coming up with a film like Shaandaar, which is so different from Heather, is a good feeling. I'm really excited about the fact that I'm working with Vikas Bahl. He made a film called Queen last year, and he got so much love for the film. So he's this really quirky, fresh filmmaker who's got a very different take on everything. It's me and Alia working together for the first time, and I'm really excited about how people are going to respond to that. It's a fun film. It's a happy film. It's a quirky film. It has some really fun music. And I'm really looking forward to see how people respond to it, because I haven't really, done a genre like this for a while. The last time I did a film in the genre would probably be Jab We Met. So I'm kind of coming back to this space after a really long time, and I am really excited to see how people respond to it.
Great. Now, obviously, after Heather was obviously quite intense and it was quite dramatic.
Yes.
Did you find it sort of difficult switching between that and now sort of a light-hearted comical character?
Not really. I mean, that's the whole idea of being an actor. The whole idea of being an actor essentially is to be able to do different types of stuff, show your versatility, change spaces, change worlds. And Heather was a film which was made by a filmmaker who is exceptionally good with dark, dramatic, edgy films, and that's Vishal sir. And here is a film which is quirky and fun and happy, and it's being directed by Vikas Bahl, who again is very good with that space. So I actually feel very lucky that I'm doing films in different spaces with filmmakers who are really good in those spaces, because it might be good to attempt different films as an actor, but if you're working with filmmakers who, might not be people who specialize in those genres, it could be a bit risky. But especially with these two films, I feel very secure because the filmmakers that I'm working with are really good with the spaces that they were attempting. So I actually felt very well taken care of by them.
Okay. Now, in this one, we've got a bit of a treat for the audiences because you're working with your dad and also your sister. What was your first reaction when you knew that you were going to be doing that?
Well, my sister was, she didn't tell anybody. She didn't tell me. She didn't tell my father. She just went on her own, did an audition through a casting director, actually, and didn't tell Vikas also that, she was my sister till she did the audition and she got selected. And one day I get a call from Vikas saying, you know what, I have a Shaandaar surprise for you. My sister is playing Alia's sister in the film. And I was like, oh, wow, when did that happen? Because in my head, my sister's still not grown up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still couldn't think of her as a professional actor doing a movie. And I didn't even know when all that happened, So it was a big surprise for me. And as far as my father is concerned, I've been waiting for very long to get an opportunity to work with him in a movie because he's a phenomenal actor and I have just huge respect and love for him. And, Shaandaar just gave us that opportunity, and I was scared as hell when I started out. I was very nervous to be working with him. But it's great that we finally got to do a movie together. I hope we do a lot more work together because, I have a huge amount of regard for him as an actor. It's great sharing the frame with him and learning from him, on set.
Of course. Now, obviously, one of your songs that has just come out from Shaandaar called Nazdikiyan, saw you also dancing with your dad. So what was that like?
In the Kapoor family, we tend to do that all the time. I'm just kidding. No, we don't. It was fun. I mean, that's a relationship between Joginder and Alia's father, who Joginder calls Papa Ji throughout the film because he's this typical Punjabi munda, and they're always getting after each other. That's their relationship because the father of the bride feels there's no guy good enough for his daughter. And so they're always jabbing at each other. They always try to pull a fast one on each other. And they hate each other. They're arguing. They're fighting. You see the promo, I'm smoking in front of him. throwing attitude at him. So it was great to do all those things that my alter ego always wanted to do with my father but never could.
Okay. Now, obviously, you've touched on Alia, so this is a fresh story that we're going to see on screen between you two. And there's been so much reported about your relationship with each other through your film Shaandaar, and also you're going to be together in Urta Punjab. Now, obviously, you're a little bit more established than she is, so I wanted to ask you, what have you learnt from her in this process?
What I learned from Alia, a lot. I think she's got some really great energy. She's very, very, she's got a lot of positivity. She's extremely talented. She's very professional. She's totally into her work. So I think it's great to work with people who are in that space, because it kind of, I don't know, it just shakes you up, and it just, it's interesting. It's exciting. Also, she's a very, very good actor. To share the frame with a good actor is always fun. It's always better to be working with people who, excite you or who challenge you. And I mean, we really got along well off the set as well. We got along immediately, and I consider her like a good friend. She's somebody that I could pick up the phone on for advice at any point in time, or if I wanted to just talk about how I'm feeling, she's one of those people. So I've had a great relationship with her, both work-wise and as a friend. So I mean, Alia was somebody that I thoroughly enjoyed working with.
Okay. So just to let you know, we had a lot of fans get in touch when we found out that we were going to interview you. And most of these questions that I'm asking you today are from your fans. And as I touched on earlier, today is the first anniversary of Heather, and all your fans got in touch saying, please congratulate him. We're so proud of him. And, just so many good wishes came our way to pass on to you. So I just wanted to pass them on and wanted to ask, is there anything you'd like to say back to them?
Well, I'm just really, really grateful. I've done some very regretful movies in my career. So I would like to thank all of them for forgiving me for all that rubbish, and for sharing the amount of love that they've showered upon me, actually, for Heather and for some other movies of mine. I'm ever grateful to those guys who stuck around and believed in me when I was not maybe doing the best movies. And I'm working really hard to make better choices, and Heather was one of those. I hope Shaandaar is going to be another one of those. I hope Urta Punjab and Rangoon are also going to be good choices that I've made, because, eventually an actor is defined by the choices that he makes, and I'm really trying to get that right. Having said that, I've always had a huge amount of love coming my way whenever I've come to the UK. I did my first live performance in the UK last year, and there was about 12,000 people, and the kind of love that they gave was so overwhelming. So I'm just grateful and thankful for all the love coming my way, and I just want to say that I'm going to do everything in my capacity to give them really good movies and do the best that I can as an actor. But really, thank you.
Oh, no problem. So one of your fans asked a very interesting question, which I'd like to include. She wanted to talk about your beard. So obviously you're a versatile actor, and you've changed your avatars in so many roles. And she was asking, will we ever see you without a beard?
It's not up to me how I look anymore. I've realized that I have no control over how I look anymore, because it's defined by the roles that I'm playing, and, by what the directors want me to do. And, this beard is being grown for Rangoon. And, I grew one for Heather, and it works for me. So I'm guessing it'll work the second time round. If I do have a month to myself where nobody else tells me what to do, I'd be happy to take it all off and look like a clean boy. But right now, that's not on the agenda, because I need to play a rugged man in Rangoon. So the beard is going to keep growing.
Okay, just one final question. In the last year, obviously, you've had quite a lot of life-changing things happen. You've got married, so congratulations on that. You've made your TV debut in Jhalak Reloaded, and also you've swept all the awards for Heather. Is there any final word before the release of Shaandaar that you'd like to give, just as a kind of conclusion, if you like?
It's been an amazing year. It's been a year which is kind of packed in 5 years of action. I would say there's a lot that's happened in the last 1 year, and it's a really interesting time in my life. I'm very grateful and thankful for all that I have. But Shaandaar comes out on the 22nd of October, so go watch it, people. Go watch the movie.
Thank you so much. I can't mention any of the fans separately, but I would think they probably wanted me to thank you for sending so much love their way as well in terms of your films. And I just wanted to say good luck for Shaandaar, and we are very much looking forward to it here in London as well as probably worldwide as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Take care.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.